A Paul Heyman guy has lost an Extreme Rules match in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Tribal Chief is back for revenge on Bronson Reed. A huge announcement by Naomi. Another successful night for Becky Lynch. All here backstage at the Wells Fargo Center. This is Raw Recap at WWE Fanatics Original Production. What a Monday Night Raw. What a city to see a Monday Night Raw in. Megan. Extreme Rules radiating through Philadelphia.
Before we can even dive into it, I have to correct you because I take pride in the fact that we are factually accurate here on the Raw Recap Show, and this is not the Wells Fargo Center.
What is it?
This is the Xfinity Mobile Center. We are
Okay.
boots on the ground in the Xfinity Mobile Center.
Okay, we're in the Xfinity Mobile Center. I don't know. We're in the big building in the middle of
You
Philadelphia.
can't just call buildings whatever you want.
No, you're right.
They have
No.
names.
Yeah. Who would dare just call big arenas whatever they want? Listen, here we are. Extreme Rules was the name of the game. First of all, we start Monday Night Raw with the Vision in the ring, and we get those introductions from Paul Heyman as only he can give, kind of giving the credits of each member of that group.
I have a question.
Okay.
Is Tommy Dreamer dead?
No, and I'm not going to say. Why do you have to do that to Tom? Not in Philadelphia, of all places, for him to do that to Tommy Dreamer.
Was there a part of you, because for me, when he said, rest his soul, Tommy Dreamer, I was like, did I miss
said
something?
The late great. No, I didn't think I missed something. Can I tell you something?
Yes.
1 week ago, I was sitting in a Dunkin' Donuts with Tommy Dreamer. That's a true thing. In Westchester. He's fine. He's on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 with me, like every single week. Look, but
I didn't know if there was breaking news.
No. There was, except that Paul Heyman is absolutely savage. That was the breaking news. Especially because he had such kind words for everybody else, right?
Yeah.
He's running down Bron Breakker as the future Mr. WrestleMania of the big dog, and this is his yard.
And the man who taught Roman Reigns to fear the spear.
I mean, the rhyming that this guy does. And then he moves on, of course, to Bronson Reed, who is now not only the tribal thief, not only has the Shula Fala, but also, did he say Shunami? I think I heard Shunami. I think he said the master of the Shunami. I think so. I think he is.
Not Paul Heyman. What a wordsmith.
If anybody deserves the title, it's him. And then, of course, the reigning and defending undisputed world heavyweight champion.
I love
Seth Rollins.
When Paul does the reigning. It's
There's
one
nothing
of the
like
best things.
there
in
is
wrestling.
nothing like winning a championship and having Paul Heyman by your side to tell the world that you won that championship. It's like because the last thing you want, of course, like the first night you win a championship. Everybody's got something to say about it. But then people start to take it for granted. And how do you maintain that spirit of a champion? Just have Paul Heyman announce that you're champion every time you walk into a building.
And Seth is looking like $1 million. I mean, he's
Shocker.
in this suit, floral pattern, which I loved, by the way. And I was looking forward to hearing from the Visionary. And then Jey Uso's music hit.
Jey Uso's music did indeed hit, and Philadelphia was happy to see Jey Uso. But as Jey Uso was standing in the audience, Paul Heyman, first of all, Paul Heyman also introduced himself as being an absolute GOAT in Philadelphia.
Is he wrong, though?
Somebody that would have a statue erected for him had he not been so humble, because they knew he would turn it down. No, I mean, look, I love that it's like, hey, let's rip this Band-Aid off. Let's not pretend we're not in this city. Philadelphia, who gave birth to Extreme Championship Wrestling, a promotion that even though it started locally and only ran for a very short period of time, made such an impact that people tonight in 2025 were still chanting ECW. And every single ECW legend, pro and con, that Paul Heyman brought up, everyone in this building was familiar with, bringing up New Jack and the Sandman and Tommy Dreamer.
And Sabu.
And the Dudley Boys. And you go, yes, this is what it's all about. And in the spirit of that, seeing the challenge issued. So who gets credit for the challenge, by the way? Because it sounded like Paul Heyman was getting ready to make the challenge on behalf of Bron Breakker, who, I mean, I do feel like a lot of words were put in Jey Uso's mouth by Seth Rollins. I didn't hear him say anything about the Steiners.
I love that, though, because Seth, he's the leader of the Vision, right? And he knows how to push all of the members' buttons.
Yeah.
He knows how to get the most out of Bron Breakker. He knows how to rile Bron Breakker up and unleash this dog that is ready to pounce, attack, and spear the heck out of anybody in his way. And I did love how, you know, Bron Breakker is being held back by the entire Vision. Jey Uso is being held back by kids in the audience.
The kids are all holding back Jey Uso. Speaking of the tribal thief, speaking of the man who carries the Shula Fala, Bronson Reed, there's your mic over there. Welcome.
Why am I even here doing this?
Welcome to the Raw Recap. Well, because
You don't see what just happened out there?
I do. We were just talking about it.
Blindsided by the tribal chief again. If you notice, every single time that I've been one-on-one with him, I've bested him and I've taken his shoes. But when it comes to Roman Reigns, he has to blindside us. That's what he just did to Bron Breakker. That's what he just did to me. And did he try to take these shoes? No.
You still have them.
Because he knows if he tried, I'm going to get back up and beat his ass.
I did see you try to take the referee's shoes, though.
Well, that was just, you know, I wasn't trying to take his shoes. He just doesn't know how to tie his shoes, old Chad. And once I saw what they were, I didn't want that.
No. I would imagine not.
I'm a man of style. Even these, like, people are telling me, like, oh, you took mids. I was like, I didn't take them because I like them. I took them because I can.
And I think that is something that you can't, whether it's the Spizikes or the mids, it's not about you checking the size and seeing if it's something you could wear. It's about, I mean, there's nothing more. Anybody that grew up around sneaker culture is aware that there's nothing more humiliating.
Of course.
Than having to walk home with your socks on.
Yeah, and I get it. You know, it's happened to me. I grew up in, you know, some pretty bad parts of Adelaide, South Australia. Rhea Ripley knows all about it. She's grew up there as well. You grow up tough. You have to fight for everything. We fought for everything, whether that's in this wrestling business or whether that was on the streets in Adelaide. And I never had the nicest pair of shoes growing up, so I envied people. And now I've made it a point that now that I'm making some cash, I do have the nice pair of shoes every single time that you see me. And now I'm going to take people's shoes as well.
So at what point did you decide this is something that I'm going to do? This is something, because, you know, it's really...
I mean, I didn't decide. It just happened.
In the moment.
I saw Roman down. I saw he was exposed. I made Superman Clark Kent by taking his shoes.
It really does, I mean, humanize. And then even when you see the footage, like, after Raw goes off the air and people have their phones out and you see a man standing there in his socks, there is something... It's not voluntary.
No one's done that to Roman before.
No.
I was about to say...
Who have you seen treat Roman the way that I have?
No one. There's always been a certain reverence for Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
For the tribal chief, for the championship reign that he had, for the fact that he sits at the head of the table. There's always been that sort of awareness that this is Roman Reigns. And I found that the first time I saw you go down for his feet and I realized what was happening, that was the first time since Roman Reigns became this version of Roman Reigns that I saw somebody kind of just go out of their way to be disrespectful. And go like, I'm not, this isn't even a challenge. I just want to insult you.
That's what I do. You know, Bronson Reed is an opportunist.
Yeah.
You look back, and now my good friend, Seth Rollins, I took the time, I saw my moment, I beat him up, I hit him with 6 tsunamis. It got me to the top of the card. I did the same thing even if you look at Solo Sikoa on SmackDown. He needed some recruits. I knew if I went with him, I would end up facing Roman Reigns. I got into the War Games match, and unfortunately, I came off with a life-changing injury, but I came back as strong as ever with Seth Rollins, and now I see Roman Reigns again. I take my opportunity. I disrespect him because I know it's going to get into his head, and now I'm going to fight him.
And I don't know if you know, but possession is 9/10 the law.
It's true, yeah, they're mine now.
I mean, I'm not going to take it from you.
No, don't.
I wouldn't.
You could try.
I know I would. I prefer.
Well, you actually have some nice shoes on,
I was
actually.
hoping you wouldn't notice. I was really questioning.
Some really nice shoes.
And I'm not
they're
sure
not.
if you
They're
know how to
I
tie
know
them.
how much they run for.
No,
I've
you
seen
don't.
them.
You would. No,
Yeah,
they're.
yeah.
You know, I shouldn't.
They're nicer than these, actually.
I don't know.
And because they're a little smaller, they'd hang nicely under that second pair.
Yeah, I think they'd fit pretty well.
Wow, yeah,
And
but-
then diversify the color scheme too. It'd be a
I'm
nice
not going to
addition.
take your shoes.
Thank you. My mom said if I
if I-
lost one more pair, I wouldn't be able to get any new ones.
If I take your shoes, what's that going to accomplish?
For me, me, nothing.
Exactly.
I don't think there's ever been anybody that's gone like, I wonder if Bronson Reed could take Sam Roberts' sneakers. That's never even been a. It's the question. The answer's in the question.
Does nothing for me. But
No.
taking Roman Reigns shoes gets me in that main event spot.
I think that when I realized it was a thing, and I mean, I remember we talked about it when you did the second pair. When you went down, when he was down, and I saw you because at first the camera didn't quite see what you were doing, and you kind of bent down out of the shot, but you bent down to his feet, and I went, "There's no way he's not doing. You can't." Because this, I think the first pair people started to kind of after a week or so go, "Oh, I see." Like maybe they didn't understand. When you went for the second pair, I said, this is the most ultimate disrespect that you could just show another man."
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I didn't plan on, again, taking a second pair, but I beat him up. I hit him with a tsunami. He's down on the ground. Might as well.
Right.
Might as well keep adding to that collection. And I said it last week on Raw. I'm going to keep adding to that collection every time we meet. But tonight, he blindsided me. I didn't get that opportunity. And I went to go back in the ring. I was going to go back in there.
Yeah, it looked like it.
But Paul Heyman told me it's on the tribal thief's time now. No longer the tribal chief. We're talking about the thief now. It's my time.
And you said you wanted to be acknowledged as such by Roman Reigns. So okay, so if this is the attitude, right? The attitude is ultimately one of doing personal gain, right? Figuring out the position that you can be put in that will best benefit yourself. You're part of a team. How can that team ultimately trust that if a better opportunity for you comes along, you won't turn your back on Seth, on Heyman, on Bron Breakker?
Good point.
I mean, it's different. Division, we're all alphas. We're all in this together. There's not one weak link in this group. You look at the groups of the past, there's always someone that's a little bit of a weak link. But with us, you have Seth freaking Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. You have Bron Breakker, the future of the business. He's an absolute machine. Look at him. He's the craziest athlete I've ever met inside the ring. And then you have me, a walking natural disaster. I'm a human wrecking ball. I can go through anyone. So us being a unit is unstoppable, and we know that. So I don't ever see a better opportunity coming along. All three of us are incredible, and we have Paul Heyman, the Oracle, with us. How can it get any better?
The adorable Oracle, as he called himself.
Adorable
last week.
Oracle?
He said that last
Yeah,
week.
He is
he
adorable.
He
It's
said
true.
He also referred to it as a tsunami. What did you think of that?
I like it.
Yeah, it has a nice ring to it.
I like it a lot. You know, I dubbed myself the tribal thief, and Paul Heyman went along with it. He went along with the Shula Fala, but now the tsunami makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I actually find it so interesting that you just brought up back on SmackDown, when you were with Solo and kind of eyeing Roman Reigns from back then. Was Roman sort of always a target? I mean, obviously he sits at the head of the table. Everybody has their eyes on Roman Reigns, but has that been in the front of your mind for quite some time now?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that I'm targeting, and it's just in due time. And if you have something that I want, I'm going to come for you when the time is right. And the time is right now for Roman Reigns. I think he's incredible. He's untouchable. He's one of those guys that has led the industry for the last decade. But it's time for someone to beat him up and take his spot. And I said that. I'm not just going to take his shoes next time. I'm going to take his career.
Well, and that's what's interesting about the position that Roman's in right now, right? Is that it's not a story about a championship. It's not a story about a bloodline or a faction or anything. You're talking about status. And that's really what, I mean, since you guys came together, the night after WrestleMania, and the first goal was about getting the World Heavyweight Championship. Why? Because it has power.
Exactly.
Because it's got, that political pull comes with it. Everything comes with that. And now it's this status that comes along with being one of, an extremely small handful of people that have actually beaten Roman Reigns. So Roman is shouting in the ring, "I'll see you in Paris."
Yeah.
It feels like you might have that match.
Well,
I haven't seen a graphic yet.
I'm sure the graphic will come because I'm ready for that match as well. I said to Heyman, I said, I'll do it tonight. But he stopped me and he said, on your time, and Paris seems like a good time, why not?
Is there a part of you that when you see that graphic, on a very human being level, it's going to go, oh my God, I did it. It's Bronson Reed. It's not a multi-man. It's if it is indeed what I think it is, which is Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. That's an enormous position for you.
Yes, and it's not an oh my
In
God
Paris,
moment.
by the way.
Yeah, of course. That crowd is going to be insane, and I'm sure they're going to be cheering for Roman Reigns, but they're going to recognize just how great Bronson Reed is, and that's what my whole thing has been. Paul Heyman has recognized it. Seth Rollins has recognized it. I've been great for a long time. It's just that my time has never come. As Heyman said, I'm a violent man in the PG era, and I'm going to continue to be that, so this is my time to ascend. This is my time to take that top spot, and I'm going to give it everything, and I'm going to beat Roman Reigns. If he wants to face me in Paris, I'll face him in Paris, and I'll beat him. And once I'm done beating him, maybe I'll take a third pair, and maybe I'll even do a shoey in front of the crowd, because, I am Australian, Yeah, it is a tradition for us.
I feel like that would be
This is real.
the ultimate sign of disrespect, not only taking a shoe, but then doing
The only
a
thing is,
shoey.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to drink out of Roman Reigns' stinky shoe. Smell these things.
I mean,
Sam, I
I
mean,
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
You want
Sam,
to.
I want to,
I'm
but
looking
I
at you and I'm like, he wants to smell those shoes.
It feels too disrespectful for me to do it. I have to kind of maintain it.
I've been wearing them around my neck, so I smell them every week.
Not great?
No.
Oh.
Roman Reigns, I don't know. Maybe he has to go get checked for athlete's foot.
Because I thought I was thinking he was the type of guy that wore the pair once and that's it.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they stink that bad at one time, one and done.
Oh,
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to lack confidence when you have the OTC's shoes around your neck, carrying them with you wherever you go. But, I can't help but notice just such a different demeanor in you ever since you've joined the Vision. And sitting here with us right now, you're as confident as ever.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the man who a lot of people said is the reason that WWE is where it's at today, the reason that WWE is on Netflix. What makes you feel so confident looking face to face with Roman Reigns?
Because I put him down and took his shoes. I have the ultimate confidence. Like, this is the thing. I've been prepared for this match for a long time. I've grinded on the indies in Australia. I spent so much time in Japan getting beat up in dojos and getting beat up by some of the toughest men in this business. I then finally got to NXT. I got fired. I had to go back out onto the indies. I had to work my way up in Japan again. I beat someone who's considered unbeatable in Japan. And now I'm going to do the same thing here in WWE. I worked my way to the top, and I'm going to beat another person they consider to be unbeatable in Roman Reigns, because I can. I'm that sort of guy that can just scalp the top talent.
When did you get into that position where you realized, if this is going to happen, I'm going to be the one that has to take the responsibility on this? Was it when you got back after being let go and realized, like, oh, because I'm sure when you get here the first time, dream come true.
Of course.
I just have to let nature take its course, and then boom, sorry, dream's over.
Yeah.
It's done. So is it when you get back that you go, okay, there's no more depending on anybody. I have to do this myself or it's not going to happen?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That was the biggest eye-opening experience that I went, only I can make this happen. And I did. I got back on the radar. Triple H saw me, saw the things I was doing in Japan, wanted me back. And then when I came back, you saw the first thing I did was align myself with Miz, because he paid me a bunch of money to help him. So I've always been that opportunist. So now in the role that I am right now, I feel like this is the time to beat Roman Reigns, to really cement myself in that top spot, and to show that the Vision can get it done all the way through the card, whether that's Seth Rollins as champion, whether that's Bron Breakker beating someone, whether that's me beating Roman Reigns, or even me and Bron Breakker as a tag team. You'll see we are an unstoppable type of tag team. We just haven't been shown that much yet.
Yeah.
Is there any part of you that struggles to trust Seth Rollins at all?
I mean, me and Seth have a detailed history. And when he was the one that called me to join the Vision. It wasn't Paul Heyman, it wasn't Bron Breakker. It was a surprise to them when I showed up at Saturday night's main event. But he's a smart man. He knows that keeping me by his side is the best thing for him. Because if I'm not there, he's got Bron, who's great, who's going to protect him. But I think Bron's got Heyman's back a little bit more. I'm the one that's protecting Seth. So he knows that he needs to keep me on his right side.
When you were going through what you were going through with Seth, when you guys were rivals,
Yes.
and it felt like every week was escalation. It was like, no, we got to tear buildings down. We got to rip walls apart. We have to crush cars. Did it get to a point where you were like, this is like we've raised the bar so high in terms of the amount of damage people expect from a Bronson Reed, Seth Rollins segment?
Yeah.
I don't know where to take this.
It got to that point for sure. You know, like I think if I didn't get injured at War Games, it might have gotten to a place that I can't even comprehend.
Sure.
You know, right before War Games, he stomped my head into the stairs in Saudi Arabia, and you know, I was bleeding everywhere. And he beat me, but when he stood up, he saw that I stood straight back up as well. So he knew that like I was coming for him. It just so happened that an opportunity opened up to join with Solo and to take out Roman Reigns for good, and that's what I wanted to do. But it didn't happen, but now is the time.
You talked about that injury that you sustained at War Games earlier, and you said it was a life-changing injury.
Yeah.
What about it changed who you are?
I mean, so I broke my talus bone completely in half. It separated and went apart, and so that's a very hard injury to come back from. I had my foot up like this for 3 months. Oof. My leg atrophied. I had to build all my muscle back up in this right leg. Had to learn to walk again on this right leg, then learn to run, then learn to jump, and then eventually get in a ring and do everything that we do in the ring. And the crazy part about it is everyday life, walking around, running, doing those things. It's painful. But when I get in that ring, I forget it. And for some reason, the doctors noticed that when I'm in the ring, I can do anything. So wrestling is what brought me back from the injury. But I'm still in pain every day, but I'm working through it.
Really?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Is it going to be one of those things that is just always there over time?
My mobility in this right foot will never be 100% again. My new 100% is 75% of a normal mobility in your foot.
Wow.
So, but I get it done. That's all that matters. I tape it up. I put my boots on. I go out there. I beat people up.
Yeah, and also, like, it'd be one thing if you were a little bit more stationary in your style of wrestling, but you're a giant of a man that likes to jump off the top rope.
That's true.
So it doesn't really help that not only is that leg helping support a lot of weight, but it's also helping it leap through midair.
Yeah, yeah.
But was there ever a point where you like, you know what, maybe I'll change up the style, maybe I'll look at like a John Tenta or something like that still had that mobility, but he wasn't coming off the ropes.
No, I mean, I know the tsunami is so effective.
Yeah.
I had to be able to hit it. So as soon as I was walking around being able to do things, I was training in the PC in Orlando, and I climbed to the top rope and I jumped off and I did it to make sure I could still do it. And to this day, since I debuted the tsunami in NXT in 2019, no one has kicked out of it. Wow. I think it might be the only finishing move in WWE that no one's kicked out of. So I put that into people's minds all the time, because if I hit that tsunami on Roman in Paris, it's done. Yeah. It's done with anyone.
Wow. But if one were to kick out of it, that's history.
Mm-hmm.
That is history, but that's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
So don't even mention it. And like, if you want to keep those shoes, don't mention anyone kicking out of the tsunami.
That's not going to happen, because I do want to keep the shoes.
Yes.
Let's say...
Because I could put those shoes on display. I don't need to wear them.
No.
I don't wear these.
Right.
I'm sure I could resell them on GOAT for pretty good price.
And those are nice ones.
At least
too.
400 bands, I think.
Nah, you need the box or something.
I mean, how many?
Need the box.
How many shoes do you have in addition to the two pairs that you took from Roman Reigns?
Someone asked me this recently. I have a big shoe collection. I think I got to have at least 200 pairs of shoes. And I don't get free shoes either, so I work for those shoes.
Right. You worked for these shoes.
I work for these shoes as well. I did. Yeah. I did.
No, that was first of all, anybody that's seen you out of wrestling boots knows that you're a sneaker guy, but also anybody that knows to do this understands.
Sneaker culture is a big thing, and I feel like I've always been into it since I was a kid. Again, I couldn't afford the shoes I wanted as a kid and teenager, but now I can, so I make sure I always got something fresh on.
Yeah.
But also, it's somehow weaved its way into wrestling. I'm going to call out, I think there's a few posers in wrestling right now that are just wearing Jordans because they think they should.
Who do you think?
Many people.
What's one?
Most people.
Call them out.
I mean, pretty much anyone you see on TV. I mean, Punk was wearing Jordans for a little while, and then he went back to his Hokers. And that's what he should be wearing.
Hokers.
They suit him. He should be in the Hokers. I'm not going to take those shoes.
Right.
Unless I want a comfortable shoe to walk in, maybe I'll take the Hokers, but I don't want them. He can keep those beat-up shoes.
Kofi is an OG sneaker guy.
Kofi's OG.
Yeah.
There's a few people. As much as I don't like the Usos, and what happened tonight was a travesty, Jey Uso should not have beaten Bron Breakker. Mm-hmm. those guys have always had the Air Force Ones down. That's their thing.
Very early.
But again, I don't want to take a pair of Air Force Ones. I can get them anywhere.
That's right.
I can walk into Foot Locker and get a pair straight away.
Right.
So I don't want them.
No. Would you have, I mean, let's say you were not able to conquer the tribal chief. Would you give back his sneakers?
No.
No. Those are yours.
They're mine now. Yeah, I took them.
Yeah,
from
like
him.
I said,
There's always
possession
going to be a
maintains.
reminder to him. Like, he's not going to beat me in Paris. There's
Right.
no way.
Right.
But say somehow he beats me.
Chicanery.
He's not getting them back.
No.
There's always going to be a constant reminder to him that I own a piece of him.
And, you know, it was something because there was when people were trying to wrap their heads around what the vision is, like what this group is. And it's, you know, you see the elements, but what is everybody's place in here? And at first it was like, okay, we get what who Seth Rollins is. And then it was like, okay, you see the athleticism, right? You have to be blind to not see that from Bron Breakker. And then there was this question that there were some fans that were asking, which is, where does Bronson Reed fit in here? And I feel like ever since this, that question has kind of gone out the window. There's a physical force, almost a bully mentality that comes with this, especially since it's, like you said, something that nobody's done either physically or in spirit
Oh, yeah.
to Roman Reigns before. And all of a sudden it puts you in this other category.
Yeah, and I'm not done yet. I said when I'm done with Roman, there'll be someone else that I'll do something to that you won't forget about, and it's going to be a big thing. It was Seth with the 6 tsunamis. It's Roman with taking his sneakers. The next one, you're going to have to just wait and see. I'm a bit of a wild card.
Yeah, because
Don't know what I'm going to do.
the 6 tsunamis is like you remember that physical force. That's what you remember. But this is a mental, you know what I mean? This is a straight disrespectful mental move that seems like the polar opposite
Yeah.
of dropping tsunami after
I
tsunami.
mean, I was known for being that, like I said, a wrecking ball. You know, you
Yeah.
saw the stuff I did last year, and I was going through walls, jumping onto cars, destroying Seth Rollins, like all these things. Like, I was like, well, I'm not just that. I can be much more as well. I'm an intelligent man, so I can play some mind games as well, and then also be that force. Then I'm really unstoppable.
Do you and Roman Reigns even wear the same size shoe?
No, he has big clown feet, so it's stupid. He's got really long toenails. It's gross.
Ew.
he does?
I don't know. I assume.
Right,
He's got size 15s.
Wow, those are way bigger
I'm
than
size
mine.
13, which is big. I thought that's big.
Bigger than mine, too.
He's got ET feet.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm excited about the way this has all gone. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for us as fans. I'm excited about the fact that I think this is only Roman's, if I'm counting correctly, I think this is only Roman's second singles match this calendar year.
Possibly, yeah.
And the fact that you're that name, potentially, I'm assuming we may have already, maybe there's a graphic out there already that I
have
haven't
no
seen
clue.
yet.
I haven't checked my phone, but I'm sure people are asking, you know, why is that guy blindsiding you? I'm sure
Right.
my friends back home in Australia are like, this guy.
But should
They know what
the
he
question
is.
should the question be, have you accepted the challenge? You've told us you've accepted that.
Of
challenge.
course, yeah.
You're down. You're down.
If he wants to fight me in Paris, I'll fight him in Paris. And I'm ready for everything. Like I said, I've been training for this for a long time. I've seen everything he can do. I've seen the Superman punches, the spear. We know everything. We know the ooh-ah. We know what's coming.
Right.
He doesn't know what's coming from me.
He obviously didn't.
There's been plenty of, like I said, I ran people through walls. I've jumped onto cars. Like, of course, you know a tsunami's coming. That is everyone's fate at the end of the day. They get eclipsed by the great wave of death. It is what it is.
Right.
But you don't know what else I'm going to do before then.
Yeah.
And that's what it's going to find in Paris, that I'm going to beat the hell out of him.
Bronson, I appreciate you being so generous with your time.
As you should.
And I appreciate
acknowledge
you not
your
taking
tribal
either
thief,
of our
right?
shoes.
You have to acknowledge me.
I do. It's tough.
Don't make me take the shoes.
I acknowledge.
Good.
I acknowledge. Megan's got nice sneakers on too, you know.
I
Actually, they're
mean,
pretty nice.
They're
What
not-
size are you? I mean, my wife's a size 7.
I have big clown feet for a gal too.
Fair enough, yeah.
11 and a half.
I'll leave you for now.
Thank you very much, Bronson Reed.
Of course, no problem.
Okay, that's. I thought it was gonna. No handshake. There he goes, Bronson Reed, and he really is. He's carrying that Shulafala with him everywhere he goes. Look at that. I mean, look, I would too if I had it.
You got lucky today.
Oh my God!
You
I'm
got
so
lucky.
glad I kept my shoes.
You wore good ones today.
I really was, like, as I was driving here. Because I had said I would love to talk to Bronson Reed on the podcast. Mm-hmm. And as I was driving here, I went, oh, no. If he feels froggy, I'm in a lot of trouble.
And these are some of your, I mean, you have a nice shoe collection yourself. These are some of your finest.
I broke these out specifically because today was going to be a fun day. When there's fun days, I like to break out fun shoes. But it wouldn't have been fun at all to drive home from Philadelphia in socks. And you know that's how it would have gone. Everybody's like, oh, it's just a fun thing they're doing for the show. I'm not getting those shoes back.
I'm happy for you. This is your biggest win of the day. Keeping your shoes.
It was a big win for me today, just keeping the shoes. And, of course, getting to talk to Bronson Reed. Now, I will tell you that, you know, it's back to school season. I hope all the kids out there are being very careful with their sneakers when they go. If you're going to get nice sneakers to go back to school, make sure you can keep them on your feet because these public schools are tough right now. But there's no better way to gear up for the year than with the latest WWE backpacks, with the latest WWE t-shirts, the accessories. Rep your favorite superstars in and out of the classroom. They're all available now on WWE Shop and Fanatics. You get your Jey Uso shirts, you get your CM Punk shirts, everything you need.
Mr. Iguana?
Mr. Iguana. We get the Mr. Iguana. He's got multiple shirts now on Fanatics and WWE Shop. And, of course, Seth Rollins has a new authentic tee that's available now at WWE Shop and Fanatics. It's packed with moments from across his incredible career that we have been lucky to get to witness ourselves. So get all that stuff now, the Seth Rollins shirt, all the back-to-school stuff at WWE Shop and Fanatics. Megan, one of the reasons it was a night that we won't soon forget was, you know, last week Naomi had a match, could not make the match. Nobody knew. There was wild speculation about it. Nobody
all
knew.
Over the internet. Yeah, all week.
What had happened, and then all of a sudden, here comes old Steph McMahon to drop some knowledge, to get the scoops. Scoop Stephanie is what they're calling her. And she comes in here and she gets the scoop, which then Naomi shared with us here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, that we've got another Uso on the way.
The bloodline continues. So
Yes.
happy for Naomi. You know, and I loved her coming out tonight on Raw and reminding everyone to still proceed with caution.
I mean, the fact that, like, it wasn't one of these things where it's like, I have, you know, because there's nothing better that a human being can do than bring life onto this planet, especially when it's a member of the bloodline. So, I mean, that's as good as it could possibly get. And instead of, go ahead.
Well, it's just, you know, I read all the wild speculation on the internet.
Yeah.
And when we saw Naomi is going to address the crowd, it's like, oh, are the rumors true? Are we really going to hear an announcement? Are we going to find out that Naomi is pregnant? She's expecting a child. And I wondered, like, is this going to be emotional? Is this going?
It was emotional. It was,
yes,
what emotions?
But is it like it was different when Becky made her announcement, and I know Naomi coming into this, we've seen this different side of her, right? We've seen the laugh, we've seen the proceed with caution, we've seen the new entrance music, and I wondered, what Naomi are we going to see? The music hits, it's still the entrance music, and instantly she tells Adam Pearce to get out of the ring.
I mean,
she does her laugh. She's referring to the women in the locker room as heifers.
I knew we were in great hands because I was also worried. I was worried to tell you. I like, you know, as much as I'm happy for this human being, the last thing that I want is for the Naomi that we've all gotten to know to just kind of shut off.
Yeah.
And here comes this other person to go like, thanks guys, and you know, thanks for the support, and I'll see you around the block or whatever. Mm-hmm. No, Naomi first telling Adam Pearce that she is not giving you know what back. She's not handing over you know what. She used an expletive in her announcement. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is the best. And then tells Adam Pearce to get completely out of the ring. She says there's one person that the entire women's locker room should be thanking, and that's Big Jim.
This was great too, because throughout Naomi's run proceeding with caution, she's been tweeting about Big Jim all the time.
Right. And I also enjoyed the audience. She was like, there's one person that the women's roster should be thanking. And the audience in Philadelphia was going, Big Jim, Big Jim. And it was because they know how babies are made.
That's right.
They do.
I did
They do.
already
I found
see
that out.
some superstars have thanked Big Jim. I saw it, Bailey. Bailey tweeted out thanking Big Jim.
That's great. That's
So,
great.
yeah.
Bailey's going through it right now. So the fact that she managed to get a tweet out like that. And also, a nice corporate tie-in when Naomi announced to the audience that one of the reasons that she's pregnant is because her and Jimmy Uso do like to Netflix and chill. So that was really, I thought, something nice just for the corporate, tie-in and everything. And then I also thought just giving a heads up, right? Letting, as she put it, saying that the heifers have 9 months. That these heifers,
9 months and change.
These heifers have 9 months and change to do whatever they're gonna do with this women's championship, because then she'll be back with the heifers.
Yes, it was perfect. I loved everything about it. And, we've said a lot of times on this very show that Naomi's been doing the best work of her career. I think that continued
And we didn't even know what she was doing at home.
That's right. We had no idea.
She's making human beings.
Shout out.
The best work of her career.
But in the ring, on the mic, Naomi's been doing the best work of her career. And I already can't wait to see her come back as a mom. She's going to have a newfound strength and level up once again. And I think everybody better proceed with caution.
I mean, do you know, whenever it is that we see Naomi again, what the reaction is going to be when Naomi returns?
It's going to be insane.
Insane. And the fact that, like you said, she's going to have this whole other, and you hear it, everybody talks about it. Becky Lynch talked about it when she came back after having a child, and Nikki Bella is talking about it now. Just you're right when you talk about the strength that it gives people, the centering that it gives people, the motivation that it gives people, and this idea that you're a warrior, dude. You're bringing life onto the planet.
You're making a person.
Right.
You can't do that.
I've tried. Can't do it. Cannot do
Cannot.
it. No.
Congrats to Naomi.
Congrats to Naomi.
Very happy for her. And Big Jim.
And Big Jim, too. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out, by the way. Shout out to Big Jim, and thanks to him and for all the Netflix and chilling that they were able to do. And yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's great.
It's the best. It really is the best. And the fact that we still got that... Like the fact that just as it seemed like Naomi was about to actually well up, she's beloved by this audience. And just the fact that she was about to, it felt like she was about to crack and well up and submit to the emotion of this real moment that's happening. Then proceed with caution laugh starts. And you're like, this is the best wrestler there is. Naomi is she's amazing.
Yeah. And, she got to have the moment at SummerSlam, her dad, playing her entrance music and defending her title. Obviously, the cash-in that's up there with some of the best cash-ins that we've ever seen. And I'm really happy that, she's going to look back on this year, and those moments, right, are incredible.
Yeah.
This is going to be, even better, not even close.
Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome. Elsewhere in the women's division, and I'm sure it's going to start getting very competitive. The other conversation to have is what is going to happen with that women's world championship. Stephanie, is Io Sky going to say, hey, I didn't get the shot
That's true.
that I was entitled to? Is Roxanne Perez, that
She
you
did
pointed
pin.
out last week, going to say, hey, but
And I went back and watched a little bit of tape, and you were saying, Roxanne
what is
Perez.
it with you? And
she had
a
help.
week later, I was right.
Well,
It's the third time you've done that.
Well, I went back and watched the tape because I was like, Roxanne Perez did pin her. Io had help from the Kabuki Warriors. They tried to hold Roxanne down so that Io could have the advantage. And yes, Roxanne had Raquel in her corner,
Okay.
but there was 2 Kabuki Warriors. There's 1 Raquel, plus Io Sky. That's 3. There's only 2.
I'm going to have to call Bron Breakker to get his uncle in here to help you with this math. Because I don't know what you're talking about. I'm saying that I said there was an asterisk.
Roxanne Perez overcame the numbers advantage and still got a pin on Io Sky. That's insane.
Well, guess what?
Shout out to Roxanne.
Shout out to Roxanne Perez, but obviously there's bad blood there with Io Sky because Rhea Ripley came in to help Io Sky this week.
Which is so
and the
interesting.
Kabuki Warriors didn't love it at all.
Well, if I'm the Kabuki Warriors, I don't know if I love it either because
Where were they?
What has been preventing Rhea Ripley from getting the Women's World Championship?
The fact
Io
that it was
Sky.
around the waist of Io Sky.
So now she's just helping Io Sky? I'm very confused by
Well,
this.
she's not. Maybe she doesn't. I mean, it's not personal.
And then
business.
Asuka's like, stay out of our business.
Where were they? It's not their business. They didn't come out to help Io.
Yeah, and they were in.
And last
some
time they
pretty
came
deep
out to
water
help
with Io.
Yeah, last time they came out to help Io, she lost. Remember to Roxanne Perez?
I remember.
I know you do.
Oh, I remember.
I know you do. Well, tonight, it was your girl Becky Lynch that was victorious.
That's right.
Tonight, Becky Lynch, victorious. And look, I will say, to Becky's credit, she has been handing out them icy title shots.
That's right.
She
because
has been
that's
putting
what
her
the
title on the
Intercontinental
line.
title is. It's the workhorse title, a title that should be defended. And I'm glad to see that the champion on the women's side for the Intercontinental title is doing so.
I don't know why. It feels like you're trying to get under my skin a little bit.
It's really interesting because like I stick up for Roxanne. She's in the Judgment Day. And then when it comes to Dom, it's just kind of confusing. But anyways, Becky Lynch.
I'm just calling it like I see it. Becky Lynch has been defending that title. Last week, Maxine. This week, it was Natalya. Successful against Maxine last week. Successful against Natalya tonight via tap out. And I think you could hear. I mean, I hope it translated over television. I know sitting out there in this beautiful arena,
The Xfinity Mobile Center.
you could hear the audience kind of gasp at the fact that Natalya tapped out. And look, man, I think the world of Natalya. She's an amazing human being.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a wrestling IQ like Einstein. I mean, she's incredible. And she's been here and accomplished more than just about anybody.
Guinness Book of World Record holder.
100%. And she still comes out with a smile on her face. And she still comes out happy to be there. Except I turn on Bloodsport and I see Natty. And she's got cornrows. And she's not wearing any colors. And she doesn't look happy to be there. She looks ready to tear someone up. And she does. And I turn on Triple Mania. And I don't see Natalya. I don't see a smile. I don't see happy to be there. I don't see, I'm just trying to push our women to be the best. I'm here to beat people down. I'm here to tear people up. And if I'm seeing this in AAA and Bloodsport, I'm seeing that Natalya is getting this sort of second wind to her career and showing people this whole other side that she's capable of. And showing people this version of herself that I think could be, utterly dangerous in the WWE. I gotta ask, why is Natty not showing up on Monday Night Raw? Why is Natalya showing up on Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought this up because I thought about this a lot. I see, obviously, the match is official. We saw the graphic yesterday. It's Becky and Natalya for the Intercontinental Championship. And I saw Becky.
For tonight's.
Yeah, for tonight. You saw it yesterday. They put the graphic out. And I saw Becky put out a post on Instagram and she called out Natty and said, I'm sick of Natalya. This is who I want to show up. And I'm not going to lie. I got a little nervous because if Natty were to show up, I didn't want, as much as I love seeing Natty in Bloodsport and in Triple Mania, I wasn't sure I wanted to see Natty show up because I was afraid that Becky Lynch might lose. But anyways, she is Becky Lynch.
Did we hear that? Huh? You thought Becky Lynch was going to lose? Becky!
Well,
your cheerleader over here is changing her tune.
No, see, after tonight, it's
Natty
actually
shows
incredible
up.
because Becky Lynch once again made history tonight. Not only is she the greatest of all time, but now she's the best of all time as well.
I don't understand.
Well, she beat Natalya. Natalya's the best of all time.
Oh,
Becky's title was on the line, so Natalya's title had to be on the line as well, right?
So you're saying Becky was already the GOAT?
Yeah. Sports Illustrated said it too.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. So you're saying she's the GOAT. Natalya's called herself the BOAT. So you're saying that since Becky beat Natalya, that makes her the GOAT and the BOAT.
Do you want me to get Bron Breakker in here?
See if his uncle's around to help.
Yeah.
I think I do. I don't know if he's as good at vocabulary as he is with math, but I do. I'm trying to. But I mean, if you beat the boat, I guess you're the boat. Is that your argument?
Yeah, and then I mean, she's the best of all time, and she's from the Hart family, so she's the best Hart of all time, and Becky beat her. So I think there's an argument to be made that Becky Lynch might be the best Hart to ever wrestle.
No, there's not an argument to be made.
I think
Becky
I
Lynch
see a
is not
path. I mean,
she's not in the Hart family.
but
There's Bret Hart. There's Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
but there's the
Natalia
transitive
Neidhart.
property. So she was the best of all time, and then Becky beat her.
Okay. All right. No, I think that you're getting confused with titles and names. The title of Hart family is not it's not a title. That's just,
shout out to Becky because not only is she the greatest of all time,
like
but
if
she's
you
also
lose,
the best.
the person who beats you is not in the Morant family.
I mean, they could take. I mean, Bronson just takes shoes. You could take names. You
If
could take
Bron-
whatever you want.
If Bronson decided he was now
Like I said,
the
what
best
is it?
Morant, you're not
Possession.
gonna stop. Yeah.
9/10 the law.
I guess. Well, I'll tell you what people should be looking at in terms of amping up their possessions. I'm talking about the new Fanatics NFL Survivor Pool. Okay?
Oh, I
the
love
Fanatics,
this.
and I know now I'm speaking in your language. The Fanatics NFL Survivor Pool is live right now in the Fanatics app. The rules are simple. Join the pool. Pick one NFL team to win each week. If your pick wins, you move on. If they lose, you're out. The last fans standing win it all. Here's the prize details. The pot, it starts at $1 million, but it's already growing. For every player that joins the pool, Fanatics is adding $1 to the pot, up to $10 million. That's a guaranteed cash prize of over $1 million. The more people that play, the bigger the prize. So share and get your friends to join. Download the Fanatics app, join the NFL Survivor Pool, and get your pick in before September 8th. Last fans standing win it all. I'll see you on the leaderboard. And I'm going to try to get all my friends to join too because it'll be $1 for each of them. So that'd be an extra $3
That's right.
if all of them join.
Up to $10 million.
Up to $10 million.
All three of your friends.
Yes. Join now, play the game, and have a great time. Somebody not have. And by the way, how about this? We were just talking about the Natalia and Becky Lynch match, and I got confused when you started asking if Becky Lynch was now in the Hart family. But I'll tell you one family.
Confusing.
I'll tell you one family that isn't a fan of Becky Lynch.
Who's that?
The Bella family. Nikki, so Becky Lynch does kind of decide, came a little out of pocket, if you could admit that, came a little out of pocket, decided to beat up poor Maxine again for no reason.
There was a reason, though. I mean,
Which is?
Natty tapped out, and then Maxine gets in the ring to put her hands on Becky, and it looked like self-defense.
When Becky was beating up Maxine, looked like self-defense.
Well, Maxine touched her first.
You'd be tough on a jury pool, you know? You'd be sitting there for weeks because this one juror will not stop. We are deadlocked, Your Honor. Yeah, no, I didn't see it that way, but if you saw it that way, I can respect your opinion.
Someone
on
puts
the matter.
their hands on you. Self-defense.
Right. I get in the fetal position, but everybody has a different way of handling it. Nikki Bella comes out, and I was wondering, if
I thought we were gonna have a moment
between.
Well, Nikki Bella's music hits.
Right.
And Sam, you love to point out the.
I love when people even if they're in a rush to get to the ring, still have to do their moves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I love if like Matt Hardy needs help, but Jeff Hardy still has to do the Jeff Hardy dance before he can get to the ring. I love if Penta is coming in to save somebody, but he's still got to throw up a cero, miedo, and then he can run into the ring.
That's right.
And so you're saying that you were wondering if this would be like what I love if she would still have to do the kind of Bella shimmy.
Yeah.
Before she hit the ring.
Well, and the music hit, and both you and I are in the audience.
Shimmying.
And we started
yeah, we did. I'm not going to do it again. But I did do it that time. I will be honest about that. But no, she didn't.
She means business.
She was all business. She came in the ring and took it to Becky Lynch. I do enjoy. I mean, they had an epic microphone battle 2 weeks ago, and I was wondering because I said, there's just no way that Nikki Bella has had her comeuppance.
Especially
from
after
what,
Becky Lynch.
From what Becky said 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was like, this has to be met with physical force. It was crazy. It was crazy. And it was met with physical force. Nikki Bella comes out, clears the ring, takes out Becky Lynch. I mean, I am very interested, maybe even enthralled, you could say, at this idea of Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella.
Becky has awoken something within Nikki Bella.
For sure. For sure. Remember, we talked to Nikki Bella a few weeks ago here on this show, and she was being very candid and very, very honest about getting back into WWE and kind of finding her footing and you know, making doing the moves the way she wanted to do her moves, like fitting in to this locker room, figuring out not just the like, how do I get back, but okay, now that you're back, why are you back? What are you doing here? And how do you fit in to the landscape that is the WWE Women's Division? And I think that you're right. I think that it awakened something. The same way we were talking to Bronson Reed about the fact that, like, the minute he, all jokes aside, the minute he took those shoes off Roman's feet, for me, I was like, this is more than shoes. This is a defining characteristic. This is who Bronson Reed is. When you watch the show and you go, who are these characters that I'm watching? Once Bronson Reed takes those shoes, it's like, yeah, we know who this is now. And now you can make the choice to cheer or boo or whatever. And I think with Becky and Nikki, you're getting that same thing. You're figuring out, like, okay, before, who's Nikki Bella? Nikki Bella's, she's this legend that's back now. Okay. But, like, that's cool for the first appearance. That's cool for the second appearance. But now, who's Nikki Bella? Because she's not going home, right? And it's like, well, that's because she's not done. That's because she's got something to do. And now she's got something to prove. And now she's kind of in line for this title that, I mean, under everybody's nose, Becky Lynch is doing a lot for this Intercontinental Championship division on Monday Night Raw, to the point where it's like we've had some real Intercontinental title matches, and now we're looking at a potential, whenever it happens, of Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch in 2025, potentially for an Intercontinental Championship.
I mean, it's almost like everything that Becky touches just turns great.
Yeah, I could think of one thing. So I'll tell you what wasn't great.
What was that?
Xavier Woods didn't get the hat money. He was looking for the hat money. You know, Xavier Woods trying to get this hat money. You know, he's been complaining about the hat. You said it was a trampoline. He's been complaining about this hat for like 2 weeks now. He shows up on Raw.
I want to know what Penta did with it, though, because that's a tough hat to just dispose of.
Well, he threw it, and it was almost like, well, Xavier Woods can't pick it up now. And I don't know if Penta picked it up on his way out or they just left it. Maybe if we could find it, I'd love to, you know, get on Fanatics Live with it and try to see if we
I'm
could
sure
get some
it's
money
not
for
that
it.
hard to find. It's massive.
No, that's true. We could probably
It's not like it's
get
hidden
in. We could probably go
somewhere.
into space and see. Oh, there's the Great Wall of China. There's Woods' hat. You know, there it is right there. Yeah, no, that's actually a great point. Like, it can't be all that lost. It's 9 feet around. But yeah, he said it's because he had said before like 12,000. I thought.
Yeah, and then shipping costs a lot of money.
I didn't think of the shipping.
Yeah,
Because
tax.
tonight he
too.
said $18,000.
Yeah, I thought it was like $12,087, and then he wanted shipping money too. I guess shipping prices are outrageous.
$6,000 to ship the hat.
mean-
I mean, I'll drive it to you for $3.
Is it gonna fit in your car?
No, I have to strap it to the roof like a Christmas tree, but I'll get it to you. No, he said he was going to beat the 18,000. And by the way, $18,000 is a lot to beat out of somebody.
You could buy a lot of shoes with that.
That's a hell. Yeah, but Bronson Reed will take them all. I'm not doing that. $18,000 is a lot to try to beat out of somebody, especially when it's Penta. Like, you're probably not going to beat a ton of money out of Penta. And Xavier Woods, unfortunately tonight, was able to beat exactly $0 out of Penta. He left with, he left with the same amount that he came in with, which, as he put it, was $0.
Yeah, he said he was gonna have to go, get the what was it, the pesos converted.
Yeah, he said he's going to get $18,000 worth of pesos beaten out of Penta, and then he was going to go to the airport and convert it.
Well,
which the airport is not the best way. They're not going to give you the best rate. You got to go to
No.
the bank.
At
never
least
do it
tomorrow
at the
he's
airport.
a little bit of an easier travel day. He doesn't have to
He doesn't have to
pencil
stop
in
anywhere.
time. Yeah.
Straight to the gate. No problem there. Yeah, but I guess they're not done because then they announced that next week in the UK, it's going to be Penta versus Kofi. I don't know that Kofi is going to have any better luck against Penta than Woods did. I mean, Penta had to deal with both members of the New Day and Grayson Waller, since the New Day won't actually say he's a member. But he had to deal with all three of them. And he did it. And he won. I don't think it's going to go any differently next week.
Yeah, the New Day, they got to get out. What has it been, like 58 days, did they say?
In terms of mourning the tag team championship?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
50 some odd days.
So, yeah.
So they gotta get out of that mourning funk.
Well, I mean, what do they think? They're going to win the tag team championship by beating Penta for a hat?
Well, I mean, they just need Adam Pearce to give them the opportunity, and then I think they're
Adam Pearce had a
shoe-in.
I mean, Adam. I think Bronson Reed might be the shoe-in. Adam Pearce.
See what you did there.
Had a lot to deal with tonight between Sheamus and Rusev, between Naomi sending him packing. I mean, all that. And I feel like, and I don't know, last week he had a lot of tension in our interview with him. He did not like me. I can tell you that for sure. I think he started okay with you, but then by the end did not like you either because you brought up Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it seemed like that tension only continued.
Speaking of Chelsea Green, I mean, there's a world title that's vacant.
You think Chelsea Green makes her way over here?
I don't know. She's always looking for an opportunity on NXT, on SmackDown, whatever.
She is an opportunist, and that's Secret Harvest. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see. Yeah. I mean, do you think that a new champion should be crowned, and then that champion should face Stephanie Vaquer, or Stephanie Vaquer? Because Clash in Paris is not that far away.
Well, I don't think Stephanie Vaquer should just become the champion. I mean, she has a
No.
championship.
She's a contender.
Yeah.
But does she get to be one of many contenders, or do they have another match with many contenders, and then the first challenger is Stephanie because she's the number one contender? Or maybe there's a contender match that she has an advantage in because she's the number one contender. It's tough, right?
Yeah, it is tough. I was really looking forward to Stephanie Vaquer and Naomi, too.
Me too.
I'm processing this all right now as we speak, live in time.
Well, I mean, it's a lot to deal with. I'll tell you what, though. You know what's not a lot to deal with?
What?
Fanatics One. You hear about Fanatics One?
I did last week.
Yeah, we're just
first
introducing
time.
it.
Yeah.
We're just introducing.
It's
It's brand new. Fanatics One. It's for all you give to the game. Now, there's a loyalty program that gives back to you, the people. Only Fanatics One members earn fan cash and all that comes with it. Exclusive apparel, iconic experiences, and rewards tailored to your fandom better than anyone else in the game. Join now on the Fanatics app and enjoy member benefits from day one. Free shipping and returns, exclusive access to product drops, and the ability to earn and redeem fan cash whenever you shop and play with Fanatics. That's Fanatics One. Join it, get everything, be a member. It's fantastic, and it's
to
all
you, the
in
people.
the Fanatics
Where did
app.
that come from?
That's Bane in Dark Knight Rises. I love Dark Knight Rises.
Just pull that one out.
But I mean, there's a lot of Bane references that are swimming through my head all the time. I was born in the dark. So tonight was massive, and we still have another Monday Night Raw to go until Clash in Paris. But this Friday is where we start seeing what Europe has for us. Those European crowds are always, they're notoriously loud, enthusiastic. I cannot wait to see what John Cena returning on SmackDown.
I'm just
in
glad that
Europe.
he's not going to call out another fat Belgium kid.
I mean, these poor Belgium kids. I'm glad that, in Ireland, they're getting the best John Cena.
Good for them.
They're getting a
happy
smiling
for
John
Ireland.
Cena. I'm happy for Ireland. And then over to England for Monday Night Raw, the last Raw before Clash in Paris. I cannot wait to see it. We will be back here next Monday to recap everything that goes down in the UK on the Raw Recap. Make sure that you're subscribed across all audio podcast feeds. That's Apple, that's Spotify, wherever you get your audio podcast. And if you're watching on the WWE's YouTube channel, hit like, leave comments, tell all your friends, and we will see you again very, very soon here on the Raw Recap.